Cancer, week commencing the 8th, take you through to about the 15th and beyond. They've given me a name already, so we've got Lucy. We've got the alpaca again. I don't know what the alpaca is. It's a beast of burden, so maybe there's a burden that you're carrying. It could be literally an alpaca. It turned out when it came up for me, it was a soft toy that my granddaughter had. It can turn up anywhere, the alpaca. It means that you're at a crossroads and that you're carrying a heavy burden. They're giving me, they're saying honesty is the best policy. So just be true to you. I've got an itchy nose, so there is a baby in spirit. Andrew is mentioned. And Courtney. It may be, I've heard that wrong, that might be caught. But either way, take it. There's an issue for someone either living or in spirit with the right thumb. Maybe dislocated, maybe broken, not sure. There's an injury to the right thumb. Giving me a 1970 sitcom of George and Mildred, so the names may be important. If you're not in England, you probably won't know it. It was about problem tenants. The male was the problem, and social divide, but with humour. So the names George and Mildred may also be important. And there we are. It is an issue with the tenancy, I believe. So, oh, very strange. That was, I don't know if it's the Dailies or Aries had that one. It's a message or offer of love coming your way. There's one 1966 plus or minus 12, February to February may be involved. Pisces energy. It's a little more than the early stages, so it's progressed a little. There is a sudden disappointment. Don't chase after people. Somebody, in the worst case scenario, somebody's jumping from your bed to another, but they're coming back. That cup and the 5 make 6, so it could be someone from your past, issues from your childhood. Don't cry over spilt milk. It's time to cross the proverbial bridge. You played your part in this disappointment, but you weren't to blame. So don't look back. Move forward. Let go of control issues. There is a Leo female possibly involved, very financially orientated, or your finances may be improving. There is an offer of love. There's no two ways about it. So you have options, because that makes 7. Your cup is overflowing. Happiness is returning to your life. Spirit are going to give you the gift of a new beginning. It could be the conception of a child, 1 month. But somebody is juggling. either to people, to situations, to jobs, swings of moods, perhaps. For you girls, some of, yeah, that was in, I don't know if that was the daily read or Aries as well. Ups and downs, somebody sitting on the fence and not making a decision. Somebody causing deceit and loss because they are codependent on someone else. Heartache, sorrow, loss and separation. But after this, Spirit are giving you the gift of a new beginning. Something is coming between you and something you want. Minor surgery possibly. Could be temporary or permanent separations. Heartache, sorrow, loss. No other major arcana, so this is an internal thing going on in yours or someone else's head. Coming out of a nightmare situation, waking up to a new day. You are growing as a soul, abundance is coming your way. Happiness and social gaiety, mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children. Abundance is coming your way. Those born on the 3rd or the 30th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. November the 11th, Remembrance Day, the military could be involved somewhere. Someone's made a decision. They're no longer protecting themselves or others. No longer in denial, and now they're sure of the facts. Impatience, wanting to get things moving. Deceit and lies and theft has been found out. If somebody can't get away with what they've previously been getting away with, or if you're keeping things close to your chest, now's the time to be honest. There is a split again. It's a decision that you don't want to make, a separation, sorrow and loss. Communications and siblings. Those born on the 6th or the 24th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. Issues with the hands, arms, shoulders. Oh, I did say about the thumb, didn't I? Someone's not put enough effort in. There's no communication via the internet. Working for tomorrow instead of living in the now. You are protected. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, doctor, priest or lawyer. Professional advice may be needed. There is, again, lies, deceit, theft, somebody spying. But everything is about to become very, very clear. This path of blood and tears you've been on, this thing that you're torn between, a decision is made. No longer torn. Everything brings clarity. You have the energy now to go forwards because you can see where your future lies. No longer torn between two things, two people, two situations. Those born on the 18th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. And there it is again. So, a separation and then a union. So a choice to be made. You will make the right choice. A soul connection. Gemini again mentioned. Binding. There will be harsh words, possible conflict acts that get violent. Somebody intends to win at all costs, even if they have to cut their own nose off to spite the face. Don't get involved in this if you can, because it will mean that everybody will regret this and nobody will win. Aries is mentioned, and Cancer, because in this deck the Archer is the Cancer. You are rising like the phoenix from the ashes. You settled a long-standing problem and making a fresh start. Those born on the 20th, living all past it. For your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. Someone is going forwards towards their dream, making a choice, narrowing their options. 7 months. Yeah, something from the past is bringing up issues, perhaps children or people from your childhood, nostalgia. There are issues there, negative issues. There will be no reunion, so the answer is no. No celebrations for at least 3 months. But there is, again, this cup of love that Spirit are giving you. A brand new beginning in your emotional life. Your cup will be full. Happiness within a month. And yet we've got 2 cards that are spinning round. So torn between 2 things. The 18 and the 6 or the 24. Undecided. It's in the balance. What to do. 2 people, 2 situations, 2 jobs, but it's going to become very clear. But at the moment it's confusion, and it's been a long, hard path of blood and tears. But something you're about to start, or you've been working on for 3 years, or a new business, a new enterprise, something that has strong foundations is about to pay off. Again, no reunions. So it looks like there is a choice here, and one will think they've won and one will lose. But the one that thinks they've won hasn't. Yeah. Someone that works within the home for people is a negative energy in your life, or will be leaving your life. There is depression here, so look to your friends. Suicidal tendencies for some, the very worst. But don't let people use that as a blackmailing tool against you. Fighting, possibly a military man, and we did have the military in there with the mother-in-law, mother of your children. And maybe entering your life. Disloyalty, infidelity, there's 1970 plus or minus 12, February to February. Negative energy. A lover is waiting patiently for their love to arrive. Money isn't coming in. And there is someone of high standing, or you are having the self-respect in yourself now. You know your worth. There is a man of knowledge involved, someone of higher learning, books. It could be seeking advice, but there is somebody here that will be a positive influence, but it's a man of learning, a man of books. Perhaps some of you will be taking up study, a course at university. 3 years, it will pay off. I don't care how old you are, if there's something you want to study, do it. This feels like a never-ending story. What are you going to choose? There's a little heart-shaped clock underneath there. Do you choose you? Do you choose other people's happiness. There's all sorts of options on there. It's a never-ending story. You're overthinking things. Yeah, deep down you know. You don't have to overthink it, you know. Chuck up that penny, and before it lands, you are hoping and praying that it will land a certain way. There's your answer. Someone feels abandoned or orphaned. There may be children involved in this situation, or you may be an adult child who feels orphaned and abandoned because your mum and dad aren't there, so you can't talk to them about it. This is not over. This is an unfinished symphony. Somebody's being led by the nose by others, perhaps trying to do things by the book. You are being spied on, or it's time for you to step back and observe how others behave to you. But there is deceit and lies here somewhere. Between two worlds, all you have to do is lift that back foot up and take it into the future. You've been existing, now it's time to start living. The thing about the flamingo is it gets its colour from what it eats. So how you nourish yourself, either food or with the people around you or whatever, is how you get your strength and light. Fate is taking a hand in this situation, so be prepared for surprises. I did mention the alpaca, I'm sure I did. Was that at the beginning or was that in Aries? Can't remember. But if I didn't, I have mentioned this once today already. So the alpaca means something. For me, it turned out to be a soft toy of my granddaughter's. For you, it could be anywhere. If you see this, it is a sign from spirit, along with the owl and the monkey. It's time to release that burden. You're at a fork in the road. Make wise choices and have some fun. So, Taurus, I have, but remember what you have owns you. The number 14, massively important. It is a Hierophant, so it's about friendships, marriages, etc. Know that there are three classes of people: those who see when they're shown, and those who will never see. A Leo may be involved, or the name Leo or Leonardo. You are about to grow something from which there will be beauty and abundance. What did I say? Abundance. Taurus natives are ruled by Venus, the planet of loveliness and indulgence. They tend to be down to earth, but have an eye for attractive and luxurious things. Practical matters rule first with Taurus, so taking care of the home and all the comforts before they move on towards what they truly love. Which is pondering the meaning of their fate. So, overthinking, don't do that. Your fate is already mapped out for you. Your destiny is different. That's your choices and the consequences. A spiritual master and teachers, they never completely stray away from what's real, solid and ground. Yet, in their own way, they can be dreamy. And there we have the dreams, the 7 of Cups somewhere. There it is, the dreams. Most Taurians only believe what they can see or touch, so someone in your life or you may be acting this way. Yet many gurus are born under the sign of the bull, so that means they're spiritual too, but tend to be dismissive over subjects they don't know much about. They are conservative in nature, so often must be convinced. They consider themselves realist. That said, Taurus is a sign that rules the fairy world, so contact with the fairies, elementals, ghosts and spirits is possible when this card turns up in the reading. You may have fairy dreams or even build a fairy home in your garden. Sensing fairy presence is also possible. When this card comes up in the reading, money issues will have a bearing on this matter, whether obvious or not so obvious. Bank accounts, counting change, accumulating funds, any matter to do with finances will come into play. It is a fortunate time to ask for a loan, a raise in pay, or to buy into stocks. It is also a good time to become involved in accounting or matters dealing with numbers and currency. The sign of Taurus symbolises the sensuous nature, sex, food and comforts. So a passionate lover may be on the horizon. Yes. And long, fervent love-making sessions may be in store. You may connect with a paramour who wishes to take care of you or vice versa. The desire for comfort and relaxation will be part of this relationship. This card indicates talents of the arts, especially singing and music. Taurus is to do with plays, music, theatre, concerts, and those that are traditional, such as ballet or classical music. The Taurus card corresponds to the Hierophant, so this indicates tradition and not so much being brash, controversial or eccentric. Taurus, of course, is bullish, so you may encounter a few stubborn or obstinate individuals. Yes, conflict. Whatever you do now, take on a practical, conservative turn. The Taurus card turning up in a spread is always a positive sign and highly stable and supportive. Taurus is steady and reliable, hardly ever gets upset, but will betide anybody who riles as this bull, because there will be explosive results that are unforgettable, which is the Five of Swords. Is it up there somewhere? Pass. I don't know. Lost it again. Anyway. What you own owns you, and what you're working to earn. Banks, bank accounts, investments, money in hand and cash flow. Credits, loans, accounting, stocks, real estate, sentimentality, elegance, ballet, singers, singing, paintings and art galleries. Being stubborn. Sticking with things, never backing down. Appreciating what is material or practical. Love of possessions, being sceptical, bullishness, sarcasm. Not seeing the value in the non-material, wanting to be parent to others. Maybe that's the other person. Having to wait and be patient. Procrastination, independence, doing things your own way. Being honourable and responsible, being reliable, being tough-minded yet compassionate. Being placid, the colours brown, green, orange, the fairies, the elemental spirits, farms and farmers. Somebody's being greedy. Luxuries, comfort, foods, seeking pleasure. So, comfort, nurturing, steadfastness, materials, money, and what is earned. So, thanks for listening. Bye.